Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the World Lacrosse 2025 Men's Under 20 World Championships. My name is Teddy Jenner. Thank you for joining us in what is going to be a phenomenal day number 2. The marquee matchup here in Group 1. Everyone's been waiting for it. Canada versus the United States. The two teams everybody expects to be playing in the finals come next Sunday. And we're going to get them right here to kick off Pool A action on a very, very warm Saturday morning in Jeju. If you want to get a hold of me, if you're watching maybe back home in the United States or Canada or somewhere else around the world, you can find me on the X/Twitter at Teddy Jenner, TEDDYJENNER. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, because we got you a fantastic lacrosse game ahead of you. Canada wearing the red, the United States wearing the whites. Unfortunately, we just found out maybe an hour and a bit before this game that the Americans' uniforms haven't quite shown up yet, at least the World Lacrosse sanctioned uniforms. So they're just wearing some different numbers. So if you're looking for your boy Sean Light in 90, he's not going to be wearing 90 today. He's going to be wearing 27. So we'll get you through the numbers as the day goes on, and we'll keep you apprised of everything that we can in what should be a fantastic lacrosse game. Underway, opening draw. Loose ball along the center line, and it's going to be picked up by Team Canada's number 16, Sam Trumbull. Back to starting goaltender Grayson Manning. And starting for the Americans is number 5, Anderson Moore. Canada working the clear out of their defensive zone. Manning, University of Denver product, out of my hometown of Victoria, BC. Coached the young man last few years in box lacrosse for the Victoria Shamrocks, so excited to see what he can do on the biggest level of this sport. Again, slow, methodical clear here for Canada. They got Justin Tavares in the middle of the field, wide open, won't feed him. Back to Manning. Near side, Zach Tucker. And Tucker will go for a run, and finally Canada into the attacking zone. And it'll get into the stick of Max Frederelli. David Peterkin. Masnick. Notice him with the big the big left knee brace. Ball through X with Lucas Littlejohn. Littlejohn matched up with Kyle Foster to Tavares, top center. Tavares feeds it off to Luke Robinson. Robinson matched up with the long pull. Probably not the matchup Gary Gates' squad is looking for. Now to the far side, back to Tavares, top center. Tavares again, watched there by Charlie Packard. To Jared Masnick. Masnick carries across the top. Feeds it to Peterkin, drives the lane, goes through X, one more. Tavares won't shoot it. Good defense there by Packard. Tavares. Up top, Robinson. Peterkin. Now Masnick on the far side. Good defense there by Quentin Kilrain. Good opening possession here for Team Canada. Tavares will drive. Up top, one more, Peterkin. Slips underneath, roll back Masnick, toe drag, gets a stick up into the helmet, flag down. Still got to get out of the box mentality. I quickly looked to see if Grayson Manning was going to come off the field and go for the extra tackler. It's not a thing in field lacrosse. Robinson, across the top, shot, and an easily handled save there by Anderson Moore. But Team Canada will head to the EMO, and the first opportunity on the power play. Anderson Moore, super athletic out of Alabama, started as a freshman at Georgetown, and he made his first save of this lacrosse game. So possession will start here with Paterkin for Team Canada. And a chance to take a 1-0 lead. The Americans have only ever lost 2 games in the existence of this tournament, and both came in round robin play, one to Canada, one to the Haudenosaunee. But they have won every single gold medal since the inception of this tournament. Ball knocked down, Kyle Foster going to run, and they'll loop it back to the goaltender Moore. Interior feed for Canada didn't quite connect, and the Americans should be able to kill off this penalty. Now here's Sean Light. And told is probably one of the best long poles in the country. He could win numerous NCAA Defensive Player of the Year awards. Is feeder elite and would probably start in the PLL if he was eligible, but he's still got a few more years to go. At the University of Notre Dame. Now here comes Team USA with their first real offensive attack. Will Erdman, check that. Timothy Sheehan. Anthony Rao.
The moving pick.
Shanahan. And the Americans score their first goal, and it is Timothy Shanahan, and it's 1-0 Team USA. We'll get a good look here on the replays. The Americans took advantage of their first real possession in the offensive zone, and Shanahan just got underneath, and then unable to really close the gap was Reese DeChico, and he's able to beat Grayson Manning to the far side, and it's 1-0 Team USA. Oh, and Manning looked like he might have gotten a piece of it. It just went underneath the stick, and it's 1-0 for the Americans. And procedure called on Canada. As Brady Wambach taking the draw for Team USA. Talked to T.D. Erlin a couple days ago, and he said he's been coaching Wambach for the last few years, and this kid is possibly the best draw guy in the entire country. And we'll probably say that a lot about many of these kids on the Americans. Just being, under 20, some of the most elite talent in the college game is playing here in JG. And that's not to sell the Canadian short. Now driving to the cage, and a great take, and a beautiful finish by number 8, Owen Duffy. From East Quogue, New York, and the University of North Carolina, Duffy gets his first of the game, and it's 2-0 quickly for the Americans. Fantastic take by Owen Duffy. Again, just using his speed, got underneath the defender, and no slide help came. And that's just too easy for the talented Owen Duffy. At the face-off dot. And again, Wambach's going to win it. Long pole shot, took a deflection. That went off the stick of Wyatt Wiggins and off target. And then a late flag comes down. And it's going to be a 1-minute major slashing call on Team Canada. And that's one area where the Canadians have often found themselves getting into trouble, is they got to sort of get out of that box mentality of being able to get away with some of the chops and the slashes. And maybe even a late hit or two. Not going to go here at the World Lacrosse level. Now the Americans on the EMO, where they are lethal. Brett Chambers.
Here comes the 1-4 double cut.
Jack Spadell.
Double.
And a good lift check there by Wyatt Wiggins, causing the turnover. Ball loose in the middle of the field, though. Quickly turned over. Oh, what a save by Manning. As he denied a man right on top of the crease. That was Shanahan looking for his second of the game.
You're good, Chico.
Still 23 seconds on the man up. Ball loose, picked up there by Manning in his own crease. He'll outlet to DeChico on the far side. Reese is Trent. Remember the San Diego Seals of the National Lacrosse League. I don't know if Trent's here, but I'll probably watch him back home. A lot of the Canadian fans and American fans. What a crowd here for the opening game of Pool A between the Canadians and the Americans. And DeChico able to get over center. And no flag thrown as he was knocked to the turf. But the Canadians will have possession. There's Brendan Marino. Joked with his father the other day that I could finally cheer for a Coquitlam Adanac player now that he's dressed in the red and white. Technically cheering as I'm on the broadcast. Running with the head of steam right down the middle. Oh, a great save by the goaltender Moore. Is right down the middle of the field. Cam Grayson Thompson. That's one of the best opportunities for the Canadians so far in this game. But Moore with a fantastic save as he followed that shot right to the 5-hole. Jack Schultz. Get off the Rhett Chambers. Americans making some last-minute changes. There's Rowan Nuri. Ball swings through X. Spadell. Back up top, Colin Cardilla. Spadell, Cardilla. With a head of steam down the alley. Back up top, Nuri. Schultz sweeps across the top, takes an extra chop, and that extra chop caused him to throw the ball away. Good job by Parker Sorensen just to get a stick on some hands there. Caused that turnover. Americans still leading 2-0. Halfway through the opening quarter, we will take a media/water break for all the athletes at the next full stoppage of play. And it is a wise thing for all these young men to be able to take the breaks, get some more extra water, some electrolytes in them, because as I said, it is a scorcher every single day here. We're looking at 30 degrees Celsius, feeling like 37, add some humidity. Upwards of 100 degrees Fahrenheit. There have been some public safety warnings issued while we've been here over the last couple of days. These athletes are just going to have to deal with it. Oh, a high pass. Good job by Manning to hold on to that one. Canadians not exactly having an easy time getting out of their own zone. Manning throws it near side. Ball pops free. Americans are going to cause a turnover. Ball loose down the sideline.
Easy, boys, easy.
And it's going to be grabbed there by Jack Seidel, and the Americans will get possession and call timeout. And everyone in this will be the official TV timeout. It's 2-0 Team USA as they lead Canada with 6:12 to go in the opening quarter. You're watching Pool A action at the World Lacrosse Men's Under-20 Championships from Jeju, South Korea. Welcome back to Jeju, South Korea. Canada, USA. Opening game of Pool A. Haudenosaunee and Australia will take the field at 4 o'clock local time later this afternoon. My boy Tony will have the call on that one. And I'll be on the call for Kenya, Chinese Taipei as well on Field 2. On Field 2 currently right behind me. It's Germany taking on Puerto Rico, I believe. Yeah, Puerto Rico. A lot of lacrosse to be played here over the next 9 days now, I believe. We'll go all the way until next Sunday when we crown the champion.
10 seconds, guys. Let's go.
Got a nice little message here from Kyle Kapmeyers. Shout out to USA captain Colin Cardilla from the Caps watching in New Jersey. Colin spent some time with Newmarket Junior Bees. Got some good silky hands. A big righty, plays above GLE. Top Big Ten guy. Also got to shout out my boy Paul Carcaterre for giving me some insight on Team America. Now here come the Americans. Anthony Rao. High school player of the year, all-time leading goal scorer on Long Island. Now think about that. All the greats that have come from Long Island. And Anthony Rao is the all-time leading goal scorer from that region. Here's Owen Duffy at X. Driving GLE. Ball comes up top, shot blocked. That went off the body of Parker Sorensen. All the way across center, no over and back because it went off a Canadian. And then a good pickup in traffic by Brendan Marino. We'll give it to Lucas Fraser. Now here come the Canadians, still looking for their first goal of this tournament. Max Frateroli. Up top, Grayson Thompson. DeChico trying to get a late change in and try to gain an advantage. And then they throw it away as Thompson couldn't find the man coming off the bench. It was number 14, and I don't have a number 14 on my Team Canada roster. Try to look into that at the quarter break.
They're subbing.
Now the Americans looking to extend this lead. Owen Duffy. Ball swings up top. Rowan Nuri. Chambers. Brendan Millen of the iconic Millen family. His father, Mark, was one of my favorite players to watch. Way back in the 96 World Games in Baltimore. Obviously everyone knows how good his brother is. But this time, it's Brendan Mullen who's on the world stage. Here he is now. Sorry, Millen. There he is! Brendan Millen, a little toe drag. Gets underneath his defender, and the Americans are up 3-0. Take a look at the replay with 3:38 remaining here in the opening quarter. As Millen able to get inside, and then just a couple stick fakes, then goes 3/4 to high. Put it near side on Grayson Manning. The Americans in control here. Wambach got the dot. Going up against Team Canada's number 6, Jack Oldman. Lucky enough to be learning from one of the great drawmen in lacrosse history, Jeff Snyder, who's on the Canadian coaching staff. And then the Americans pick it off as Canada throws it. Oh, great save, Grayson Manning! On the doorstep, bails his team out. What a save by 48. Now the Canadians able to clear center. Sam Trumbull, Manning's teammate at Denver. Now here's Luke Robinson. Near side, Justin Tavares, and yes, that Tavares. His father is the GOAT, John Tavares. Ball swung through X. Lucas Littlejohn. Tavares pushed through X. Good defense there from Will Erdman. And then the double comes from Sean Light. And a man down, that's Tavares. And it's going to be a possession push, so ball back to Canada with Luke Robinson. Late man coming in from the box is Chris Rathwell for Canada. Rathwell with a head of steam, splits, keeps it in his right hand. You'll notice that with a lot of the Canadians. It is always very dominant one hand. Tavares drives, won't take it, skips it through the middle, kind of forced it, but it's going to fall to Marino. Rathwell. Little John. Marino. Rathwell. And Canada being methodical. Now Robinson. Long stick matchup. Drives the far alley. Won't skip it through X. Rolls back. Swings it up top to Marino. Near side Rathwell. The Americans just content to let Canada swing this ball around and slide when they have to. Tavares got a short stick matchup. Back up top. Little hitch fake, flag down. There's a bounce shot and it goes well wide. And Canada will get back up and possession as they go to the EMO. 30-second minor on the interference. And if you're wondering why I'm saying minor and major, it'll be the majors for the 1 minute and the 2 minutes. That's a new World Lacrosse verbiage. No longer is it a technical. Everything's a minor or major now. Robinson. Paterkin. Near side right in front of the broadcast position. Masdic rolls out from the interior. Canada a little open 2-2-2. Paterkin, Robinson. Masdic wanting it. Paterkin to the crease, Littlejohn. Check that, Grayson Thompson. Inside feed. Gets his hands free, load alone, Canada's on the board. Max Frateroli gets Canada's first of the 2025 World Under-20s. And it's 3-1 with 37.4 remaining in the opening quarter.
47 seconds left.
Max Frateroli. It's a big goal for Canada to get them on the board.
Grayson.
University of Vermont product out of Tecumseh, Ontario. That's a great EMO look for the Canadians. Popping guys in and out of the middle, not allowing the Americans to really get settled. And now Canada with a little bit of momentum. Can they move forward with this? No, because Brady Wambach will win another draw. He gives it to Thomas Gravino. Gravino on the far side will roll it back. Give it off to Owen Duffy, quarterback of this offense. Everything really runs through Aiton White. Duffy, one-on-one at X. Matched up there with Wyatt Wiggins. Interior feed, 4 Canadian defenders collapse and cause a turnover. And then the Canadians throw it away as the quarter ends. A good start from Team USA as they lead at 3-1 as Pool A action begins here in Jeju. My name's Teddy Jenner. Appreciate you tuning in. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Find me on X at teddyjenner.com. First quarter in the books. When we come back, second quarter from Jeju.
포장재부터 제품까지 천 번의 생각을 담다. 안심 동원 샘물. 안심 동원 샘물이 선수들의 안전 플레이를 응원합니다.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport. governed globally by World Lacrosse.
Seconds, guys, 20 seconds. Be on time, please. Be on time. Be on time, gentlemen. 15 seconds. Be on time. Thank you. Thank you.
Clarity on shot, possession picked up, fired at entrance in the backfield. Player goes over, results in a goal in our end. Tell me there's no possession.
Okay.
Welcome back to JG, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter action about to get underway here between Canada and Team USA. 3-1, the Americans leading. Goals by Brendan Millen, Owen Duffy, and Timothy Shanahan for the Americans. And the solo goal for Team Canada came off the stick of Max Frateroli on the extra man advantage. Good battle at the face-off dot, and Jack Oldman's going to come away with it for Canada. Oldman will leg it across center. Canada's got some slow numbers here. You can hear the Canadian coaching staff a little frustrated with the decision there. They thought they had a good look in transition. Here's Jared Masniak. If anybody watching back home know who 14 Canada is, still don't know that from scorekeeper's bench. We'll have to check at halftime.
Touch the ball around. Touch it around.
Paterkin. You hear the Canadian staff saying, let everyone get a touch, swinging around the horn.
You're over here. Soda.
Paterkin.
Who's our cutter? Who's our cutter?
The head of steam. Right down the pipe. Skip pass to the middle. Masniak couldn't handle the pass. Good slide help by the Americans. Loose ball picked up by Canada, and they score. Luke Robinson found that loose ball and was able to beat the goaltender through the wickets. And Canada gets a quick start here in the second quarter to make it 3-2. Luke Robinson from Whitby went to Cornell.
You're good. Masniak, let's try to have the lefty cut.
And nice job there by the Canadians to start this quarter. And started right off the face-off draw by Jack Oldman. Oldman and Wambach right back to it. Brady Wambach goes to the UNC. And this time he's going to win it straight back to himself. And a little slip there by Oldman. And there's Brendan Millen. Slow tail as he gets to the double team, able to split it, ball knocked free. And then he'll move it to Kyle Bergen. Shanahan. Top center, Jack Schultz. Man off the bench is Rowan Nuri. Millen, back to Nuri. And good job by Canada, just kind of extending out and shutting off Owen Duffy at X. Now with the head of steam, here comes Shanahan, across the top, skip pass. Oh, it took a deflection off the stick of Wyatt Wiggins. And the Americans back it up with Schultz. Schultz with it. He's got the Chico on him. Near side, Nuri. And finally, they're able to get it to Owen Duffy at X. A little extended play here from the Canadian defense. And Duffy gets underneath. Skip pass, flag down. One more, now at X. Run hard at the top is Nuri, and his shot's going to go wide. And an extra flag comes, and then another flag. And again, this is where the Canadians got to be careful. They cannot allow themselves to give too many EMOs to the Americans and take the excessive extra penalties. We'll see what the officials call here. Your officials, Nicholas Schmidt, Yusiki Konda, and Dale Wilson. Tony trying to predict the future and what all the calls are going to be here. And we'll wait, see what the official word is. Canadians only have 4 defenders out. So we got a 1 minute slash on Canada. We got a 1 minute unnecessary to Canada. So 2 unnecessaries to each team and then an extra one to Canada. So it'll be 5 on 4, I believe, as Sean Nadelin, head coach of Team USA, just getting some extra clarification from the officials. Little 5 on 4 action. Canadians should be used to this. And it will be for a full minute, 5 on 4. And ball is going to start on the far side of the field with Shanahan. Chambers, Duffy, Millen. Chambers working through the middle. Is Spidell. Chambers, skip pass, Duffy, scores! Too easy for the Americans. What a skip pass. And Owen Duffy's got his second of the game. And the Canadians were playing a pretty good box, but that's just too easy of a skip pass for the Americans. And Duffy all alone gave one good stick fake to Grayson Manning and then was able to put it past him. Watch this skip pass, and just nobody's there. And then late to recover were the Canadian defenders. And that was 62, Jack Olson, 52. Lucas Fraser unable to get back in time. And it's 4-1 for the Americans. And they still have some time here on the extra man. So a couple open wings. And Jack Goldman trying to pop it free, but it's going to go right to the stick of number 23, Robbie Hopper. Millen to Duffy, and this time he goes low to high. The extra pass from Millen to Duffy. And the Americans, again, as I said, you cannot allow this vaunted American attack too many EMO opportunities. And they'll still have 36 seconds on the EMO. And it all started with the face-off win, and the loose ball picked up by the long pole Hopper. And 2 passes later, Duffy's got the hat trick. Oldman and Wambach got the X dot. Hopper on the open wing right in front of us. Officials making sure everything's good at the dot. Oldman won it clean. And he finds Mazniak. Tries to go low to low, and a great save by the goaltender. Fantastic save by Anderson Moore. And then a loose ball picked up by the Canadians. And Canada calls a timeout. Good call there by the Canadian bench staff just as that shot was about to be taken. I believe it was DeChico who was about to release that one. But the Canadians call timeout. They'll keep possession with 21 remaining on the penalty. 11:51 to go here in the second. And a couple EMO goals by the Americans have extended their lead here. There's Gary Gate, head coach of Team Canada, talking through with his offense. He's got John Grant Jr., John Gallant, Mark Mayashita, Sean Wilkins, and Jeff Snyder. Pretty decent bench staff for the Canadians. American staff's no slouch either. John Nadelin, Anthony Gallardi, Connor Buszczak, Ryan McClay, and the legend Jay Dyer, their strength and conditioning coach, has got this team at peak levels. But the Canadians are going to have to find a way back in this game one shot at a time. You can't get it all back with one. There's no 2-pointers in World Lacrosse, so you got to go one shift at a time. Be a few hours before the second set of games today at 4 o'clock local. So I'm sure a lot of people head back to the air condition of their hotels, maybe their pools, take a cold shower get a bite to eat at the CU stores. Maybe a ramen, cup of ice with some Blue Aid. I'm learning so many things about convenience stores over here. It's unbelievable. And honestly, they're air conditioned, so it's a great place to just go in and hang out for a few. And yes, Connor Wilson, I'm still talking about the weather. It's a major factor here. Canada with possession. Jared Mazdic. Give it off to Peterkin. As Canada will look to kill the final 17 seconds off of the penalties and get us back to even strength. 5-2 is your score. About 6 minutes or so, we'll have the official water break for both teams. And penalties are released. Back to even strength. Here's Chris Rathwell. Near side, Tavares. Another University of Denver product. I'm sure Matt Brown's watching back home.
Nothing there.
Peterkin rolls back.
Balance.
Rathwell. Tavares. Back to Rathwell. Peterkin. He's got the short stick matchup if he wants it. And just kind of losing his footing. Skip past near side Jared Mazdic. Mazdic takes a big cross check there from Robbie Hopper. And man, these American long poles are real athletic and really physical. Hopper wants it, takes it, fires it wide, backed up by Duffy. Light, Hopper. Man, those are some big bodies back there, including number 41, Kyle Foster. Now here's Colin Gerdilla. Millen, Duffy. Back to Millen. Gerdilla. Anthony Rao. And the Americans swing it through X, back to Millen. Rao. The head of steam. Gerdilla skips it to Duffy. One more inside. Backhander wasn't able to connect with it. Loose ball going to be picked up by Logan Fletcher. To the Chico. He's across center. Canada yelling for numbers. Mazdic. Hitch. Toe drag. Skip pass. And he doesn't connect with Frateroli. And the Canadians just unable to find the connection on that final pass. It's caused them to have a few unforced turnovers at that. Charlie Packard. Give it off to Rhett Chambers. Americans make their final change. Route. Shanahan to Duffy. See the Australian fans sitting in that far corner finding any sort of shade that they can. Anthony Rao. Shanahan back to Rao. Chambers. Millet. Canada sitting in a bit of a zone here. Duffy through X. Shanahan. Rao. Low to high. Fired wide. And they'll give possession to the Team USA as Duffy was there in the backup. Here is Duffy to Millet. Schultz, Rao, Shanahan. Duffy at X. Americans cut through the middle. Back to Millen. He wanted it, lost it. Canada will pick it up and they'll go for a run. Zach Tucker. Up top to the long pole. One more Mazdic. Low to high bouncer scores. Good transition goal by the Canadians as Jared Mazdic gets his first of the tournament and a much needed goal for Team Canada, and it's 5-3. Transition goals will be huge at this stage. Got to take advantage of any odd numbers that you can. And this was an excellent skip pass to Mazdic, and then the bouncer Get a good look here on the replay. Just skipped up off the turf and past Anderson Moore.
Field's too big.
Oldman and Wambach at the dot. And procedure on Oldman. Possession to the Americans and Will Erdman. Cheers you hear behind me. Puerto Rico scoring a goal. Duffy. Swung through X. There's Rowan Nuri. Top center Curdilla, the captain of Team USA. Nuri. X to Owen Duffy. Shanahan. All the way back up top. Rowan Nuri. One-on-one with a short stick. Rotation from the Canadian D. Well done there by the Red defenders. With a head of steam. There's a bounce shot, and Manning fouled that one all the way wide of the cage. Backed up by Shanahan. And there's your under 7 water timeout. The Americans leading at 5-3. Canada has a bit of momentum, but we come back. Team USA will have possession. You're watching Pool A action at the World Lacrosse Men's Under 20 Championships from Jeju, South Korea. Welcome back to the Jianpeng Training Facility here in Jeju. It's 8-0 Puerto Rico over Germany in the other game on field 2. And here on field 1, 5-3 Team USA. Leading Canada, the Americans will start with possession. Shout out my boy Michael Brand, who reminded me that Canada-USA game that I was referencing with Mark Millen was 1998 in Baltimore. How could I forget? Probably one of the greatest lacrosse games ever played. If you haven't seen it, there's some real grainy footage on YouTube somewhere. I will never forget that lacrosse game. Here come the Americans. Duffy, Shanahan. They wheel it all the way around the outside. Schultz, one-on-one against the Chico. Has a lane, won't take it. Duffy. Duffy drives GLE and knocks the turf. Good job by the defense not to take the chop while he was on the ground by Wyatt Wiggins. With a head of steam. Number 26, Rhett Chambers. Millen. He's got the short six. Check that. That's 2 Schultz. And I'm going to say warding off on Schultz. It'll be Canadian possession. Good to hear from Nelson Vincent. Watching and cheering for USA. Let's go. J-Mo. Parker Jameson, Team USA.
Keep him on. Keep on the field.
Keep him on, Ross.
Rochelle
Keep him on,
Scribner
Ross.
cheering on Parker Sorensen for Team Canada from Maple Ridge, and also number 14, Sawyer English. Thank you. Just wondering who that was. All right, Sawyer English was a late addition, I believe, to Team Canada. Here comes David Paterkin. Oh, man, the Canadians again just throwing the ball away. Gotta maybe take a couple extra steps. Make that pass a little shorter. Instead of throwing the 30-yard pass, make it 25. Take a couple extra steps. Work towards your man. Now the Americans in transition. Long pole shot, scores! What a rip! Quentin Kilrain. Pole goal. And the Americans are up 6-3. What a transition goal by the Americans. Goaltender Anderson Moore all the way on the other side of center to give love to his defender. Goalies love to see their defenders score in transition. And it's 6-3 as he put everything into that one. Reared back and let it go. He's able to beat Manning off stick high. Loose ball, battling his Wambach. Can he keep it in play? He does. Right along the sidelines. Good handle by Millen. And then we'll float it all the way across to Robbie Hopper. Hopper is a big man. Skip pass. Duffy tucks it underneath and able to tiptoe the crease and stay out. Good job there by Duffy. There's Brendan Millen. The Americans are making changes here. Under 4.5 to play in the half. Shanahan far side. He's watched by Parker Sorensen. Swung through X with Duffy, now Millen. Cardilla. Rao. Shanahan, Duffy. Everybody's gotten a touch here for the Americans. Anthony Rao, short stick matchup. Down the alley, skips it to Duffy. All the way up top. And then the extra pass. Cardilla to Duffy, and that one goes over top. Again, trying to skip it through X, just a little too high. Zach Tucker to DeChico. And he'll run past two American attackers into the offensive zone. Plays just like his brother. Defensive two-way midi. Brendan Marino. And just as I was saying, the Canadian coaching staff asking their players to move to the ball. There's Mazdik. Maybe trying to run him through the midfield to get a short stick matchup. With a head of steam. English shot, put it wide, and backed up by the Canadians. Good job by Brendan Marino.
Luke, no slashing. Come get it, Luke. Shorten the passes up, please. Shorten them up.
Again, asking. Shorten the passes. Sawyer English. Mazdik with a short stick matchup. Twister feed inside, doesn't connect. Loose ball going to be picked up by the Canadians. Mazdik.
One more.
English. Now he's got the short stick. Split dodge. Thought about it. And he'll roll back to English. Sorry. Robinson. Mazdik going to set a little high seal. Defender lost his feet. Flag down. Nadlin unsure what that flag was for. Hands up in the air by the American coaching staff.
Skip, look at the skip, Lukey. Action. Swing it. Can't go back.
Mazdik.
Play up, Luke.
Marino. Robinson.
Head up.
Takes the shot well wide. And it'll be Canadian possession as they'll head to the EMO. And it's going to be a 1-minute slash. And the slash will be to number 34, Thomas Gravino. So Team Canada to the EMO.
Hey, we're patient here. We are patient.
That's RIT head coach Sean Wilkins on the Canada bench saying, hey, we're patient here. Robinson, Peterkin. Robinson top center. Peterkin. Mazdic pops out from the inside. He gets it now. Backhand feed. One more. Oh, great save by Moore. Got a piece of it, and the Canadian run out. And they're going to give possession to the Americans. Good run out by the American defender there to get possession. Light moves it up to Erdman. Cross center. Penalty over. And the Americans slow to get bodies on the floor here, but they're fine, just milking some clock here with under a minute to go. Shanahan on the far side lost his footing. Being watched there by Parker Sorensen. Here's Schultz. Swings it to Spadell. Now on the stick of Brendan Millet. And the Americans will call timeout. 37.8 remaining here in the half. Americans leading at 6-3. They'll have possession and most likely try and hold for the last possession of the half. Fantastic ball game here between the number 1 and number 2 countries in the world. Thanks to Oliver McNabb. Proper pronunciation, Peterkin. Good to know. Some countries were nice enough for us broadcasters to give us proper pronunciation. Some just said, no, figure it out yourself. But that's why we have social media and we like to have interactive broadcasts here at the World Championships. Anything that we might mess up or err on, we're not ashamed. It's not a perfect broadcast ever. So let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Maybe you're going to make your way here in a couple of days. I suggest if you are, bring lots of umbrellas, fans, towels, ice packs, long sleeves, short sleeves, a little bit of everything. We'll see what the Americans can draw up here for the final possession of the half. I'm sure Canada would love to cause a turnover here. Grayson Manning leads the Canadian defense out. As Colin Cardillo will lead the American offense onto the field. So possession will start here with Owen Duffy. We'll have Zach Tucker watching him. And Duffy happy just to sit on it. And a bit of a high 3-3 set. And as suspected, the Americans will hold here for the final shot. Duffy. Now they'll start the action. Cardilla. Shanahan. Cardilla. Shot right into the stick of Manning. Now the Canadians are going to try to run here in transition. High bouncing ball. Rothwell can't find the loose ball, and unfortunately for the Canadians, they get the turnover that they wanted, but unfortunately unable to get the shot they wanted. And they'll head to the half down 3. A fantastic opening 30 by Team USA as they lead at 6-3 with goals coming from Kilrain, Millen, Duffy with the hat trick, and Shanahan. Canadian goals from Mazdic, Robinson, and Frateroli. My name's Teddy Jenner. Find me on social media at Teddy Jenner. Let me know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from. We'll be back with second half action from Jeju after this.
세상의 필요는 바뀌니까. 동원은 건강한 식탁을 넘어
미래에 필요한 먹거리까지 키워냅니다. 필요가 바뀌면 답도 바뀌어야 하니까. 필요에 답하다. 동원.
슈퍼 고단백을 슈퍼 건강하게, 게다가 슈퍼 맛있어. 그래서 동원 참치.
진짜 힘들어서 다들 금방 떴거든요. 링티 마시면 너무 좋다고 다들 찾는 거예요.
야, 너만 마시냐?
뛰는 게 달라요. 운동 갈 때 꼭 챙기세요.
마셔봐서 압니다. 링티.
IS 동서는 봅니다. 쓸모없던 땅에서 친환경 건설의 내일을, 폐기물에서 전기차의 새로운 미래를, 아이들에서 행복한 희망의 세상을. ESG 경영으로 더 큰 내일을 봅니다. IS 동서.
Parker, just take a chunk. Just take a chunk or two. Hey, Tuck, just a piece or two.
Welcome back to JJO Pool A, Canada, USA. The Americans leading at 6-3. Second half action underway here. Teddy Jenner and our World Lacrosse staff as the Americans will get possession. And the Americans have changed goaltenders, so now Patrick Jamieson is in between the pipes. Talked to head coach Sean Nadlin and said, you know, first game of the tournament, want to keep everybody fresh. And I said, are you happy with the start? He said, yeah, not bad. We said probably as much as Gary Gate would say, they'd like to maintain possession a little more.
Jack, that's just fine.
A little wobbly from both clubs. Start things off here. But the Americans have possession here. Schultz. Across the top to Cardilla. Millen across the top. Feed to the crease. Jump shot. Sails over top of the cage. Backed up by Duffy. That's the Canadian coach and staff. You can hear the mic alongside their bench. Duffy with a head of steam. Gets the GLE. Interior feed doesn't connect. And this will be over and back, but a flag down. And the officials are going to talk this one over.
Red who? Red who?
And again, just a little confusion here.
For what? You don't know what you're calling. What's the call? What's the call?
Careful with the hot mics. Careful, there's some young ears in the room. Hopefully we don't have any egregious things said by the bench on the far side. Again, if you're watching at home here on World Lacrosse TV, let me know where you're watching from. Find me on social media at Teddy Jenner. Got a few messages from fans in North America back home watching. Appreciate, again, the corrections, pronunciations. So now I don't think it is a penalty. It was just maybe a dead ball foul. Again, still a little bit of confusion. So we'll be 6-on-6.
Two end, sides.
Chambers to Duffy and right back. Up top to Jack Schultz. Millen to Schultz.
You're good. Lucas, you. Hey.
Chambers with a head of steam. Rotation comes to the defense. Pass back to Schultz. Can't get his hands free. Good defense by the Canadians. And that pass goes awry. That's exactly what head coach Sean Nadlin was talking about. Just got to do a better job taking care of possession with the ball. Manning with it. Tried to find Luke Robinson off the bench. Manning finds his man off the bench, Chris Rathwell. And Rathwell will split past Erdman, get in the offensive zone and give it to Masniak. Masniak to Robinson. Rothwell to Chico. Heads back across center for the change. And on will come David Peterkin. Rathwell. Brendan Marino. Peterkin with a head of steam. Peterkin, great split dodge. Can he get his hands free? Can't switch to the outside hand. That caused him a good scoring opportunity. Rathwell swings to the far side. Justin Tavares. Peterkin, again, splits, but can't put it in his outside hand. Good defense by the Americans. Peterkin trying to drive GLE. Skip pass, bounce shot, goes wide, backed up by Mazik. Inside feed, what a finish! What a pass, oh, gonna wave it off for crease. And quickly in transition go the Americans. Robbie Hopper. And good job by Brendan Millen coming to find that loose ball. Unfortunate break there for the Canadians. That was a great feed from Masnick. into the interior of Max Frateroli.
Match here, Luke, match.
They called him in the crease.
Hey, Boston!
Off the bench comes Cardilla.
Cycle 3! Cycle 3!
Cardilla. What Shanahan do is right, goes there now.
Find a wrist, Parker.
And Duffy at X.
In, Hiltzy. Sink in, Hiltzy.
Duffy through X, gives it to Millen.
Pike slide. Parker, pike slide, head on his
Anthony Rao. Spadell. Shanahan. Duffy. High seal there for Duffy, trying to get a short stick matchup. Good defense there by Sorensen. Pushing his man past GLE. That shot goes wide. Canadians chase it down. They'll give possession to Canada. And then the Canadians throw it away. Just unforced error after unforced error by both teams. I get it. You're trying to create some transition opportunities. Sometimes it's better off just to run it across. Slow possession, oftentimes. Better choice of valor. There is Duffy. Waiting for his teammates to complete the change. There's Jack Spadell out of East Setauket, New York. Goes to Harvard. Shanahan.
In Parker.
Ball swings far side. The X to Duffy. Good handle there. Almost lost it out of bounds. Shanahan to Rao. Spadell. Rao with a head of steam. Forced down the alley. Won't force it. Will force it inside though. Turnover happens. Ball loose and Rao will find it again. Duffy. Duffy to GLE. Shot off the crossbar. Loose ball. Picked up. Flag down. And you can hear the Canadian bench and some of their fans across the way unhappy with the call. But again, the Americans will head to the EMO where they have been incredibly lethal. 1 minute illegal body check. Get a good look here in the replay. And that was just off the shot. We're not going to see the hit. So Americans on the EMO. We'll start on the far side with Cardilla. Cardilla to X with Duffy. Near side, Rhett Chambers. Spadell.
Double cut coming.
X with Duffy. To GLE. Drives the corner. Great save by Manning. And they'll call Duffy in the crease. Great job by Manning to match sticks with Duffy. They'll find DeChico, who will go for a run. Runs past two defenders. Now going to have to backtrack. Give it to Parker Sorensen.
Keep going, 8. We're coming.
Manning. Had Grayson Thompson running towards him, won't force it. Parker Sorensen now. 10 seconds remaining on the penalty. Manning. Goes far side to Sam Trumbull. Trumbull trying to run past his check.
Hide away!
And then a good pass to DeChico on the other side of center. Got to be careful not to go over and back. He'll flip it to Grayson Thompson. There's Brendan Marino. Canadians finishing a change. On comes Lucas Littlejohn. Gives it off to English. Could be a top pick in the upcoming NLL draft in September. Marino. Thompson with a short stick on the far side. Carries up high, gets the middle field. Good defense there by number 4, Kyle Bergen. X with Mazniak. He's got the short stick matchup that he likes. Mazniak to GLE. Plants his feet, shot goes wide, backed up by the Americans. That's Bergen who was able to beat his check to the end line. Read that one perfectly off the stick of Jared Masdian. As the Americans will look to clear here. Their side with Quentin Kilrain, who's got a goal here in this one. Center to Jack Schultz. Across the midfield line. And all the way deep into the corner. Now here come the Americans. Rowan Nuri. Carries the far side, gives it to Brendan Millen. Swatched there by Jack Olsen. Duffy swings it near side Shanahan. Nuri top center. Schultz. X with Duffy. Pick of that short pass. Millen. Schultz. Chambers.
Be ready to switch this. Be ready to jump this.
Shanahan.
Moving pass there. It's moving.
Canadians calling for a moving pick pretty much every time the Americans run off one. Millen. Sorry, that Schultz on the far side. Able to pick up that loose ball. 6 minutes to go here in the third. 6-3 still your score. Americans leading. Flag down. Canadians fans do not like it. Here's Kurdilla. Schultz. Rotated through X with Duffy. He's watched there by Zach Tucker. Duffy running off a screen.
He led with his head.
Duffy, skip pass, picked off nicely by the Canadian defender, but again, the Americans will head to the MO.
Go Downers!
Canada, 26.
1 minute unnecessary going to be called against Hayden Hiltz. Shout out to Kara Anderson cheering on for David Peterkin from Fenland Falls, Ontario. Kevin's watching from New Haven, Connecticut. Yeah, we are in Korea, Kevin. We're right beside the American bench calling this one. Shout out to my family watching back home. Yep, Dad standing on the field right beside the Americans. Me and Tony right in front of our fans. Two big industrial fans, that is. Photogs are everywhere taking pictures. All sorts of attire. We got people in full safari dress. We got some people just rocking the shorts, knee pads, a little bit of everything. I don't know how you're carrying both those cameras, my man, but great job with everything. Americans leading at 6-3, heading to the EMO as we take our water break timeout from JG. We'll be back with third quarter action from JG.
Ball gotta be up. Good. Ball gotta be up. Who's our middle guy? Double. So you gotta be really, really loud. Because they're gonna double cut us. Okay? Guy. Hey, one LSM. That's fun here playing. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, see. Ready. Okay, I'll keep buzzing, boys. I want the man out there. The man Neo buzzing, boys.
Back to live action with the Americans on the extra man advantage. Or extra man opportunity, EMO.
You're okay, Tuck. You're okay. Hey, you flat.
Spadell. X with Duffy. Shanahan playing the crease attack position. X with Duffy. Near side, Chambers. Top Spadell. Millen. Duffy to goal line extended. Millen inside, good look and a great goal. What a feed to the interior. And that was Jack Spadell catching the pass from Millen. And the Americans again capitalize with the extra man. And it's 7-3 for the Americans. Good rotation, popping guys in and out. And Canada just unable to get sticks on hands to the guy in the middle of the field. Had a question from UK Lax fan on Instagram asking where the best players are for Canada if they're here in Jeju or playing in the Minto Cup in St. Catharines. Well, Canada's got some incredibly talented players that teams just didn't make it to the Minto Cup. So they've got the best available. And yeah, some of those guys had to make a tough decision of where to play and who to play for. And it's just unfortunate that the Canadian Junior A and Junior B National Championships were at the same time as these World Championships, but unfortunately it's just kind of what you got to do. It's one of the only times these kids are available, especially for the Americans. A lot of them are at ID camps throughout the summer. And really the only time that they would be available is here in August. Connor Wilson pleading for maybe some night games. Maybe play at like 7, 9, and midnight. How fun would that be? A little midnight madness, Canada, USA, under the lights. Oh, and Canada throws it away. Again, another unforced error. Just not on the same page right now are the red and white. Some pressure on Robbie Hopper. He's able to find a man in the middle of the field. All alone, bounce shot, saved by Manning, loose ball. Manning can't find it. Canadians trying to pick up the loose ball, and they do. Wyatt Wiggins across center. Gives it off to Lucas Littlejohn. Finds the trailer. DeChico, bounce shot, scores! Good response from the Canadians. And it all starts with Grayson Manning back in the Canadian cage, making that save. And then the loose ball turns into transition. And DeChico gets his first of the tournament. And it's back to a 3-goal game, 7-4.
Parker, they want nothing to do with it. Take a piece. Keep taking it.
Great job in transition by the Canadians. DeChico didn't take the first shot. Made sure he got to a better shooting angle. Absorbs the contact and able to beat Patrick Jamieson for his first. Wambach wins the draw.
Blow it up, blow it up, blow it up.
He'll pass it back to Thomas Gravino. Far side to Millen. Millen spins off his check. And we'll give it to Anthony Rao. Jack Schultz. Rowan Nuri.
Ed.
Schultz.
Touch in, Sammy.
Late man on is number 36, Jack Spadell.
How much time we at? 3 minutes.
Under 3 to go here in the third. Schultz with a head of steam. Drives the alley. Skips it through X. Now the far side with Duffy. Nuri. Anthony Rao.
Go Gray! Go Grayson! Thompson, sit there!
Duffy through X. Back up top to Millen.
They're not going. Freeze! They're not going.
Nuri.
They're stalling here. They're not going.
Canadians asking for a stall here. Schultz.
Other side.
Rao got a short stick.
Sit in the lane.
Got to be careful of the hold there. No flag.
They're not going.
Shanahan. Duffy.
Put it on, Nick. They're not going.
With a head of steam, Rowan Nuri. Shot. Save Manning. He'll outlet it far side. Floated pass up to Grayson Thompson. And it'll be interesting to see if the officials do start to put the stall on the Americans if they get possession back. Here's David Peterkin. Runs off a Grayson Thompson screen. Peterkin Inside Mazdik. Oh, popped in and out of his stick. Good look, but unfortunately, Mazdik just couldn't handle it. Running through centers, Kyle Bergen. Duffy at X. Jack Spadell. He'll get it off to Colin Cardillo, who's got a goal here this afternoon. 12:24 local time. Chambers. Rao. Shanahan. Rao.
They're not going. Hey, Wiggy!
Dilla.
Watch the move!
Duffy.
Put it on! You're alone! Alone, Wiggy! Sink it! Go!
Wiggins walking Duffy all the way near the corner. Now the stall comes on.
Chico, back up! Chico, back up!
Stall on. And they're going to call a moving screen or an illegal screen on the Americans. DeChico gives it to Manning. 20 seconds remaining. Canadians got to go here. Up top to Chico. Skip pass doesn't connect. The Canadians throw it away. And with .3 remaining, and the Americans will just hold for the final .3, and that's the way the third quarter will end. A goal for each team. It's 7-4 after 45 minutes. Fantastic lacrosse game. Don't turn the channel. We got a great final 15 minutes to go. My name's Teddy Jenner. Find me on Twitter next at Teddy Jenner. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. When we come back, we'll have fourth quarter action. From World Lacrosse Men's Under 20 Championships from Jeju.
Offense, come over here. All of you, bring water. Go.
IS 동서는 봅니다. 쓸모없던 땅에서 친환경 건설의 내일을, 폐기물에서 전기차의 새로운 미래를, 아이들에서 행복한 희망의 세상을. ESG 경영으로 더 큰 내일을 봅니다. IS 동서.
From our unique origins to the modern game, the global lacrosse community has been preparing for this moment. Together, we step into a new chapter of growth, competition, unity, and inspiration for the next generation.
Welcome to a new era of lacrosse.
At the Olympic Games in Los Angeles, we continue growing together.
Join the journey.
And let's make history in LA and beyond. A new era of lacrosse starts now.
Long day, Odie, huh? Here we go, Jensen. Quiet now. Quiet now.
And to stay cool, my man.
Come on, pick each other up now. Fraterelli, Marino, Little John on attack.
Welcome back to Chungpen Training Center here in Jeju Island,
Here we go, Marino. Here we go.
just outside Segwipo, the southern coast of Jeju. 7-4 is your score. The Americans leading Canada. What has been a great start to Pool A. Haudenosaunee, Australia coming up at 4 o'clock. And a good battle at the dot. Wambach trying to find it for the Americans. A couple Canadians in there as well. As they picked up by Jack Oldman. It's going right to the rack. Oldman takes a hit, flag down. Americans don't like it. But the Canadians will head to the extra man and a chance to make it a 2-goal game.
Attaboy, Jack.
Great job by Jack Oldman to find that loose ball off the draw and just take it right to the rack.
Patient offense here.
1 minute, unnecessary roughness is the call. Get a good look right here on the replay. As that was a big hit by Quentin Kilrain. So Canadians trying to close the gap here. Thanks to Sal Santoro, it's Anthony Rayo. Appreciate that. Not Rayo, Rayo it is.
Balls to your feet, please.
And Susan Macy Torino also letting me know that it's Rayo. Here come the Canadians. Extra pass to the crease, flag down, skip pass, and it ends on the turf. But the Canadians are going to get a 2-man advantage here. And if they can score quickly on the 2-man advantage, they'll have 2 good opportunities to close this gap. It's going to be a 30-second minor on the interference. Going to Robbie Hopper. So possession will start with David Peterkin on the far side. So if the Canadians could score quickly here, could have 2 opportunities. Masnick, Peterkin, Masnick, Peterkin. Inside feed, one more, Masnick. Shot, scores! Low to high, good extra pass from Tavares to Masnick. Had the defense collapse on him, skipped it outside, and Masnick goes low to high for his second. The EML goal makes it 7-5, and Canada will still have time on the extra man. Watch the extra pass from Tavares quickly out to Masnick. Little backhand fake, then he goes low to high, stick side, top corner. And just that little hitch might have gotten the defense to settle just a bit. And Patrick Jamieson unable to track that one.
Come on, Petey, we need this ball. We need this ball, Petey.
Wambach and Oldman at the dot. Ball loose in the feet. Peterkin trying to find it for Canada, but it'll be Jack Oldman with it. And Canada quickly calls timeout. Great loose ball again by Jack Oldman to find that loose ball off the draw. And Canada with a chance to make this a 1-goal game. 13:50 to go. Momentum in the favor of the red and white. Thanks to Marge also letting me know that it's Rayo.
Hey, if you don't get it, play a little box power. Okay, you stay at the top. No more action.
So what can Gary Gate and his offense draw up here? Sean Nadlin's defense going to have to hone down here and not allow the Canadians to close this gap.
11, boys, 11. 11 on the man up, plus the...
Grayson Manning leads his D out. Can't believe he's wearing sweatpants, but goalies do what goalies do. Craziest athletes in all of sports are the goaltenders. So 6 on 5 here for the Canadians. As Patrick Jamieson leads his American defense out. Sean Light will patrol the back end for the red, white, and blue. Does Canada go quickly here?
One more, step in.
Low to low and an easy save for Jamieson. That one didn't have a whole lot of mustard on it. Penalty up, back to 6 aside. Americans floated across center. Charlie Packard. X with Duffy. Quickly out on his hands was number 23, Wyatt Wiggins. Near side, Spadell. Jack Schultz. Cardilla. On the far side with Shanahan, back to Cardilla. Schultz will man the middle of the field. Rowan Nuri. With a head of steam, Cardilla. Down the alley, pushed aside by DeChico. Up top, shot from the outside by Nuri. That one goes wide, backed up by Duffy. Duffy at X. He's got Wyatt Wiggins right in his hands. Duffy wanted to roll back. DeChico shut his man off. DeChico got to be careful. American bench screaming for a call. Probably could have got one. Duffy, skip pass up top. Rowan Nuri through a screen shot. Saved by Grayson Manning. Near side, Logan Fletcher to DeChico. DeChico splits past Shanahan. And won't get across center, gives it back to Grayson Manning. Manning will go bench side. Right in the stick of English. And the Canadians are free in the offensive zone. 12 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Work with Marino, man. Work with Marino.
Rathwell. Brendan Marino. Back to Rathwell on the far side. He's got a short stick matchup. Rathwell. Marino. Runs off the screen. Gets his hands free. Shot blocked in front. And it'll be picked up by the Americans on the run. Robbie Hopper. Long legs, long stick, inside feed. That one goes up over the top. And Duffy's at the back. Canadians got to be careful here. Slow change. Americans had numbers. Could have forced it, chose not to. Here's Colin Cardilla. Canadians with a late change here. Got a couple pulls on the offensive zone for the Americans. Big hit, flag down. And another opportunity coming on the EMO for the Americans is Canadian undisciplined hit again. Canadians are always going to try to play the Americans physical. But as I've said since the opening quarter, you cannot allow this American team EMO chances. Cardilla. With a head of steam, Spadell. GLE. Won't release it. Ball hits the turf. Flag goes down. Good job there by Grayson Thompson to cause that loose ball. And the Americans will head to the MO. As the officials will call a timeout on their own, and they're going to maybe see if this is maybe more than just one. 1 minute, I mean. As multiple flags were thrown off of that hit. One minute illegal body check on Canada. Brendan Millen will start with it for Team USA. And they got to try to regain their 3-goal lead. It's been all Canada here in the fourth quarter. Spadell, Millen, Cardilla, X with Duffy. Again, everything runs through 8 and white. Millen. Cardilla. Back to Millen. Steps in, skips to the crease. Loose ball, picked up by Canada. Zach Tucker. Zach Tucker will give it to Grayson Manning. 20 seconds remaining on the major penalty to Canada. Near side, Fletcher. Canada just happy to kill the clock here and let the penalty wind down. 5 seconds remaining. Little toe drag. Knocked the ball loose to himself. And able to find number 19, Chris Rathwell. Penalty over. Canada back to full strength. They've done a good job shutting down the American man advantage since the second half started. Peterkin. Near side, Tavares with a head of steam. Rathwell. Masnick. Way out top of the long stick on him. Rathwell. Tavares has the short stick, carries across the middle. Wanted to skip it inside, held onto it. Rathwell to X. Trumbull. Skip far side to Peterkin. Tavares. Again with the short stick. Gets underneath. Flips it back to Masnick, and he couldn't handle the pass. Peterkin. And they're going to bring Masnick for a change. And now they put a stall on Canada. You can hear the Canadian bench saying, we're changing. Why are we putting on a stall? And they're not winning. Here comes Canada. Lucas Littlejohn. Near side English. Split dodge. Trying to get underneath. Back inside one more. And they couldn't get the shot away. Loose ball. And it's picked up by Canada. Got an open net. One more. Great pass pick off by the American defender. I think that was Quentin Kilrain, who's had a fantastic game for the Americans. Unfortunate there for Canada. Had the goalie out of the cage. Tried to find the extra pass, but Kilrain killed that opportunity. Now here's Schultz. Under 7 minutes to play. 2-goal game. Running to space is Packard. Near side, Jack Spadell. Schultz. Shanahan on the far side. Rayo to Schultz. Spadell. Duffy's at X. Shanahan. All the way around. Rayo. Schultz. Spadell loses his footing. Ball pops free. And Schultz is there to help him out. Fletcher going to chase Schultz. Tucker on Schultz. Skips it up to Anthony Rayo. One-on-one with a long stick. Rayo. Duffy. Spadell got a short stick. Carries to the center. Good lift check by the Canadian defender. Ball on the turf. And the Canadians are going to find it. Parker Sorensen will float it to Grayson Manning. And Manning has a man in the middle of the field. That's 26, Hayden Hiltz. And at one point I thought Hayden Hiltz was a relation to the Peterborough Hiltz clan, but apparently he's not.
Not us. Not us. Play.
Hayden Hiltz is from Waterdown, Ontario, near Hamilton, Ontario, goes to Marquette University. There's Chris Rathwell from Lehigh University in Elora, Ontario. That pass a little off target. Good job by the Canadian attack to find it. Up top, Luke Robinson.
Rathwell, here we go.
Rathwell. Rathwell skips it far side. Bounce shot, oh, just missed. That was off the stick of Justin Tavares. And possession will stay with Canada. We're at our under 7 timeout. 2-goal game, 7-5, USA leading Canada. My name's Teddy Jenner. Thanks for tuning in here on World Lacrosse TV. We're back right after this break.
Hey, old guys, here. Keep working. Beat him. Fuck yeah, he'll see way to lay the body, baby. Hey, we're gonna stay in the open center with 2 pipes. Alternate, right around me, on attack, and who's the freshest piece? Be honest, freshest piece. Nobody? Petterkin? Let's go Petterkin, Rathwell, and JT. Okay? Hey, open set. Hey, run your mirrors now. So high corner mirrors, half wall mirrors. We have 2 pipe guys. They're not moving now. Okay? No one in the middle. That makes sense? So if you get the AJ and they come, let's just beat them with ball movement after that. We got to dodge hard though. Okay? Going down low, they're coming across. Let's go. Hey, hard 5 here. Gotta make a fucking choice here, man. Let's fucking go. Oh, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Go. One play, boys. One play right now. Everybody sticks to the middle for me. Sticks to the middle. Come on, boys. Yes, go. Ready. Hey, everything's a push pass. As soon as they go, start moving the ball. Come on, Brad. Keep one in.
4:33 remaining. Canada leading the Canadians. Canada trailing the Americans by 2-7-5.
You guys, if they're going to be the Dodgers, make sure you're on the same page. Who's stripping.
This has been an incredible game here between the top 2 countries in the world at this stage. Remember, Haudenosaunee, Australia coming up at 4 p.m. local time.
JT, you got to cut. Marino, stay in your shooting spot.
Comes Rathwell. Carries across the top. Skips to Marino.
Right back to the 2s.
Fraroli.
Got a dodge to score.
Rathwell. To Marino. To Rathwell. Rathwell lost his footing and lost possession, but able to get it back. One more shot. Bouncer. They keep trying to go to that bounce shot. Backed up by Lucas Littlejohn. Under 4 to go. Shot over top of the net. Good look and a flag down. And it's going to be a 30-second minor for the hold. So an EMO opportunity here for the Canadians with a chance to make it a 1-goal game.
Hey, 4-0. Hey, throw back.
Canadians send out their EMO unit.
Touch Little John. We're on.
Tavares.
We're on.
Robinson. Far side, Peterkin. Maznik escapes the middle. Littlejohn. Maznik. Peterkin.
Ready to shoot. Step in. Step in.
One more. Crease. Inside. Shot scores! Great execution by the Canadians. And it's Max Fraroli with his 2nd of the game, and it's a 1-goal game. Great work by the Canadians on the EMO as you see the Brain Trust talking it through. Watch the extra pass here from Robinson to Fraroli, and just that stick fake was able to get Patrick Jamieson to drop, and Fraroli goes short side corner, and we got ourselves a ball game here. Look at the fans on the far side of the field. Red, white, and blue, red and white. Got some orange over there. A little bit of everything. And Canada wins the draw. Flipped up. Canada running with the long pull. Good stick check there by number 43, Mike Marshall. And then they throw it away. Possession to Canada. And a chance to tie it here. Hasn't been tied since the start of the game.
Okay, 2 pipes. 2 pipes.
Robinson to Tavares. Sawyer English on the far side with a head of steam. Split dodge, gets to the middle of the field. Good handle by Tavares. That was a high pass. Tavares to Masnick. Tavares. He'll carry to the wing. Try to attack his short stick matchup. Tavares to the middle. Keeps it. Tavares, shot. Great save by the goaltender, Patrick Jamieson. That's a key save by the American goaltender. Great look for Tavares. Got right to the center of the defense, but lost his footing right at the last minute, and Jamieson makes a huge save. Here's Sean Light. Back to Jamieson. Jamieson trying to find someone to clear here. Sean Light running, gets across center, tiptoes the line, and Sean Nathan will call a timeout for the Americans with a long pull in the offensive zone. Minute 44 to go. 1-goal game. Buckle up. We're in for a fantastic finish here in the opening game of Group A. Great hearing from everybody on social media, wherever you're watching. I know my good buddy Dan Oresti is watching back home. He's saying watching PLL and summer box the last few months, then going to international lacrosse with no shot clock is seriously jarring. I agree, Dan. I wouldn't be surprised to see a shot clock introduced at this level. Maybe the next time out. But nonetheless, all 19 countries here battling out for world supremacy. Unfortunately, Ghana had to withdraw from the tournament due to some visa issues trying to get here. But everyone else will continue to battle. And now with the Americans leading by a goal, I'd expect them to go into a bit of a shutdown offense here and just try to eat clock, and wouldn't be surprised if the officials put the stall on at some point in the final minute 44. Teams making their way back out onto the turf. Gonna be a fantastic finish. Canadians throwing a bit of a 10-man on here. Gonna double the ball. Gotta find 26 in the middle. Canadians, I don't even think have a goalie on the field. And I'm not sure what. Oh, and the Americans call another timeout. Canadian bench screaming that the ball was on the turf. But a good heads up by Sean Nadeline to call that timeout as the Americans were looking like they were going to lose possession. So the Canadians were in a full almost 10-man with no goaltender on the defensive side of the ball, trying to cause a turnover, and they almost did. So now, becomes even dicier because now the Americans don't have any more timeouts here. So any duress, they're just going to have to play through it. And again, Canadians won't send Grayson Manning onto the field. Well, he'll be on the field, but on the offensive side of things. I would just love to see in this situation, doesn't matter who it is, Canada, America, Japan, Korea, in a 10-man like this with the goalie in the offensive zone, cause a turnover, get the ball to the goalie, and he goes ahead and scores that goal. If you were listening to the broadcast yesterday, I thrive on chaos, and these are sort of those moments. Minute 35 to go here in the fourth, a one-goal game. Expect anything different between these two countries. Go down the last few Field Lacrosse World Championships, men's, women's, under 20s. Canada, USA always play close games. So the double is on. Running to space is Kardilla. Being forced to the end line. Kardilla takes a couple chops, and he splits the double. Kardilla to the rack, one more pass. Oh, shot goes wide. A glorious opportunity, but the shot went wide. Americans still have possession, though. Minute 15. Duffy splits. Duffy scores. Oh, they're going to wave it off. Oh, and then a late flag. Who's this going to be on? Now, Canada's got to be careful here. I think this was going to be a call on Duffy, but then the Canadians got involved. But it's going to be no goal. Duffy's called for in the crease. And the officials will come together and talk this one out. This could be a critical moment in this game. I don't know if we're going to get a replay of this or not. Would love one. The officials will talk it out. After the no-goal call on Duffy, he ran right into a Canadian defender and looked like he went cross-check right to the helmet. And that was the first flag. Here's a good replay. Let's have a look. Duffy splits the double, tries to score, gets called on the crease, and then punches the Canadian defender. Let's stay with this here. So there's the shot. Keep it rolling, please. And Duffy runs right into his man. Watch this. Duffy punches the Canadian player. And that was the first flag. And then everyone comes together. There might be a couple extra afterwards. We'll just have to wait and see. Tough to see on the angle here, but the call was in the crease. The official was right on it. And the official's still talking this through. Minute 10 remaining, and a pivotal call here from the officials. Is it going to be man up for Canada, or will it be even and Canadian possession? Everybody's trying to get a look at our broadcast position, see if they can see a replay. And the official's still talking this one through. Big moment here in this opening round robin game of Pool A. Again, the Americans have only ever lost 2 games in the entirety of this tournament. Once to Canada, once to the Haudenosaunee. But when it comes down to it in the medal games, Americans have not lost. But it will be a pivotal call here for the Canadians, and here it is. .30-second crease violation on Duffy. Unsportsmanlike conduct for 2 minutes. And then a 1-minute unsportsmanlike conduct to the Canadians. So Duffy's got 2.5 minutes. And I think it was maybe Luke Robinson they're going to give the 1-minute unsportsmanlike to Canada. And it's going to be Canada possession. but it's 2 penalties on Duffy, so does that make it 5-on-5? So no man up for Canada, but it'll be 5-on-5. But and then 30 in a minute, Canada will have a man advantage but it'll be just 10 seconds. But 10 seconds is all you really need for a goal here. And the American staff having a conversation with our lead official, Nicholas Schmidt. It looks like David Peterkin is going to come and start with the ball for Canada. And now they've taken one of the penalties off. So now it's only, on our scoreboard, it only says a 30-second minor for Duffy.
These corners, 5-on-5 for 30, and then we're man up. It's 5-on-5 for 30.
Well, there we go. So 2.5 to Duffy, 1 minute to Robinson. The Canadians have possession deep in their own zone. Trumbull, got to move the ball here. Canadians got to get in the attacking zone here. They come bench side. David Peterkin. And the Canadians will call timeout in the offensive zone with under 50 to go. 5-on-5 for 41 seconds. Then the Canadians will have a brief EMO. Drama on day 2. What do you do if you are Canada? Do you try and go early here, get a goal to tie it up, and then call a timeout, and then have the EMO? So much strategy in the game of field lacrosse. Connor Buszczek, Cornell head coach, talking things over with his attack group. Sean Nadlin and company talking things over with the defense. Canadian staff doing the exact same thing on their side. Pivotal moment here in this game. Shondell Oliver calling the action between Puerto Rico and Germany on field 2. And here we go, folks. Buckle in, 50 seconds remaining. This is just game 1 in Pool A. Haudenosaunee, Australia, coming up at 4. Grayson Manning will walk the Canadian defense out. Jared Masniak will lead the Canadian offense out. Sean Light and Patrick Jamieson taking the Americans onto the field. Ball will start with Luke Robinson. Canadian fans trying to urge their team on. Robinson, watched by Robbie Hopper, will go far side to Peterkin. David Peterkin. 35 to go. Peterkin on the short stick. Carries across the top. Trying to get to the cage. Will flip it up. Robinson, Masnick, 13 on the minor to the Canadian team. Masnick with a long stick. Drives to GLE, push through X. Skip it up top to Frateroli. Canadians, even strength, 8 seconds. Shot, saved by the goaltender Jamieson, and that's going to do it. The Gilman shot to X. And that's the game. The Americans win a classic 7-6 over Canada. Canada had a look at the end, but a big save by the goaltender. Patrick Jamieson seals the deal for the Americans. Canada was down the entire game but a heck of a second half by Grayson Manning between the pipes allowed them to battle back into this one. But the save by Jameson at the end will give the Americans their first win of this tournament. The Americans were led by Owen Duffy, who had a hat trick. Singles from Quentin Kilrain, Brendan Millen, Tim Shanahan, and Colin Cardilla. Canada got 2 goals from Jared Mazdick and Max Frateroli. And then singles from Luke Robinson and Reese DeChico. But they fall 1 goal short. They will take that momentum into their next game against the Australians in a couple days' time. What a game. What a matchup. We'll most likely see it again in about 8 days' time. My name's Teddy Jenner. This has been a broadcast on World Lacrosse TV. USA knocks off Canada 7-6, the opening day of Pool A. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you next time. My boy Tony will have Australian Haudenosaunee at 4. I'll be on field 2 for Kenya versus Chinese Taipei. And until we speak again, stay safe and be excellent to each other.
Yep. Where's the ice bath?
Hey, boys, hey. Don't be happy with that, all right? We're so much better than that. We still got to keep improving, all right? That's a good first step, all right? Let's keep going. No one pulled on each other. Let's fucking go here. Good job.
Dude, I don't know, but you like...
Jersey's back or no?
Presto! Boys, we got so much more heart.
Presto! Jersey's back or no?
They're a bunch of fucking...
Right here. Thanks, please. I like it.
Give me.
Sarah. Sarah, Sam.
Sarah.
You got your phone? You got your phone?
Hey, we can grab our stuff.
Boys, where the fuck are you at now? Take it on your own side. I'm not. All right.
You have the jersey? Yeah, right there.
back.
Do we not wear these?
So we can win.
Hey, no garbage left behind.
Hey, we're good now. Hey, next game now. Focus on Australia now.
Fuck off.
Guys, it's paramount. Guys, it's paramount. It's salt. Paramount. You guys understand?
Got it.
Yeah, if the game was another fucking 5 minutes, it was over. They didn't another 30 seconds. They didn't win.
Wait, what was the score? It was 6-7?
The third guy outside.
They didn't win. They didn't take that man down. Two guys.
Fucking cooking that
Man down. He's talking shit.
Bro, I hit the kid and then he grabbed me and pulled me down.
Whatever, boys. It's good to tap in now.
Holy shit, guys, I'm loving it. So hot.
Good.
What, you touch your phone on the ground? I might have lost like 15 pounds. I don't have 15 pounds of lean.
Score.
Why, you burn your foot on the ground?
Was that him up in the corner?
No, behind. That was yellow.
Oh, you hit that one. That was you? That was tough.
And then I was running off it, and he was sitting on the midline and I just died back.
No, do you wear these shorts?